guys, what's up? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and this is another strawberry letter. And here we go. I'm going to jump right into it because it's as long as they always are, and I don't want to run out of time. I'm going to make this as condensed as possible. Feel free to answer this one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I met this guy in 2005, and I fell in love. Some unfortunate situations happened to me in 2006, and I moved in with him. He cheated on me once. He cheated on me twice. He cheated on me 3 times. He got the 3rd girl pregnant and moved out. I lost my job. I moved back in. He went back to school. I worked and maintained the house financially. I got laid off. He started working. He also found some more people to cheat with. I had no job and nowhere to go. I even went to a homeless shelter. That didn't work, so I moved back. She goes on and on. The reason why I'm not telling too much of the story is because she asked me not to. But anyway, she goes on with the story. She says that the other girl who he got pregnant is actually, she got pregnant also. The other girl who's pregnant, the baby is due 1 week before hers. She calls them project twins. But anyway, she goes on to say that the reason why he says that he cheats on her is because she isn't as ambitious as he would like. And that she's not, money oriented like he likes. He's currently sleeping with a woman that she knows about because he's doing it for business reasons, to help him with his business. So basically, the main reason why she's with him is because she really doesn't have a place to go. And so for that reason, she has allowed him to cheat and cheat and cheat. And she's asking me, what should she do? Okay, now, you hear a story like this, and you think, if you watch my strawberry letters, you think BG's getting ready to go in on him. I will, but I have to go in on her first. He cheated once, cheated twice, cheated 3 times, found some more people to cheat with. All this cheating. You know, it's not like it's a secret. You know about all of the cheating, and you still managed to lay down with this man enough to get pregnant. You are lucky. You are lucky that all he's giving you is a baby and not a disease that you can't cure. A man that sleeps around like this, why would you want a man that sleeps around like? He's jeopardizing your life and your health. He's playing Russian roulette with your life. Every time you sleep with this man who has slept with so many women, those that you know about, and I'm sure there's those that you don't know about, you're taking a chance that he's going to give you something that medication can't cure. So before I go in on him, I got to go in on you and ask you, why aren't you wise enough to stop sleeping with this man, unprotected, this man who you know and you acknowledge sleeps around? So yeah, he's a dog, but I got to say something to you because, first of all, you are lucky. Like I said, you are very lucky that all he's giving you is a baby and not HIV. The first thing I suggest you do is stop sleeping with this clown before you end up getting something that you can't cure. The second thing I'm going to tell you is that I think that you definitely, I know you said that you were in and out of shelters and basically you've had a hard time and everything. I know for a fact the very first strawberry letter that I ever did was for a woman who was, she was pregnant and she already had a small child and she was having a hard time. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, like I said, I think that the strawberry letter that I first did, it was about a woman who had a kid and she was pregnant and she needed help and she was asking us to pray for her that she would find some. It was a financial assistance program that she was interested in and it was just taking too long. And we were just praying that it would speed up because the living situation that she was in was really, really detrimental to her. It was negative. She was being verbally abused, emotionally abused, and she just needed to get out. What I'm going to suggest to you is that I know there are programs like that in every city. There are nonprofit organizations that are designed for women in situations like yours, where there's a pregnant woman with a child who needs help. There are organizations who are designed strictly for your situation. You don't have to stay with him because you have no place else. I suggest that you try to find family, if you have family, if you have friends, but being with this man is not positive. He acknowledges that he cheats and you allow him to cheat? It's okay. After you've caught him cheating and you know that he's cheating so many times, you still lay down with this man? He's not worthy. He's not worthy. He's not somebody who you give your body to. This is the definition of a man who is not worthy. What I suggest you do is you look into programs and organizations that are designed for situations like yours and try to get out. I know the shelters aren't the only option. There's financial aid situation that you can get in that will help you to get out of your situation. But don't be in a loveless, emotionally abusive, physically abusive, all the abuse that you're allowing yourself to take. Don't be in this situation. Don't just sit around. Find a way. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. Don't be reactive. Be proactive and go about trying to find your way out of this situation. Because he's no good for you. You don't love him. You didn't say one time in this letter. This letter is long and detailed, and not one time you said you love him. You don't love him. You don't even want him. You need him. And to me, that is the most vulnerable situation that a woman can be in. Women out there, never put yourself in a position where you need somebody like that. Because the wrong man will abuse it, and that's what he did. He knows that you got to come to him so he can do whatever he wants. And he has been doing whatever he wanted. He puts his hands on you, cheats on you like openly, tells you he's sleeping with this other woman for business purposes because he knows that you need him. What you gonna do? Because you done showed him how bad you need him. It's too vulnerable. That's too much power. Hate to use Kanye, but it's true. No one man should have all that power. It's too much. And too much power can be abused, and that's what he's doing. He's abusing you in every way possible. And even you can find a way to help yourself. We are going to be praying for you. Thank God YouTube is big enough to have several Christians praying, fasting, believing Christians who pray for people like you. We will begin praying for you. But faith without works is dead. I.e., sitting around and hoping and wishing something's going to happen. That's not the way to get things done. You got to start putting your faith to action. You got to start working towards some things. God's going to help you, but you got to meet him halfway. You need to start doing your research. God can help you with this situation. There is nothing too big for God, and not even this. But you got to know your worth, and you got to know your value. You're worth so much more than this. Do not sit back and allow this to continue. At least be working, thinking, planning your exit for you to get out of the situation. You didn't speak about family. If you have family, even if you have to swallow your pride, it's better to be with your family than to be with somebody that's going to treat you like this. This man does not love you. You don't love him. You need him. And that is not what you want. Love isn't abusive. Love would never put its hands on you in an abusive way. Love wouldn't cheat on you and think that's okay. What he's done for you, seriously, the number one thing I'm going to tell you is find organizations and places that will help you. Be looking on it. If you got time to be on the internet to find me and ask me about my strawberry letter, you need to be looking up the city that you're in and find out programs that you can find that can help people like you. Battered women's shelters or any kind of financial aid that you can get to help you get established on your own or go live with somebody. You got to have somebody. At least I pray you do. Some family member, a friend, somebody. But this situation right here is detrimental and it's harmful. You're going to bring a baby into this environment? If you don't love yourself enough to get out for your baby. Love the baby enough to get out. Don't let the baby grow up and see this and think this is okay. Because then you're starting a generational curse of people who think it's okay to abuse. You have a duty, a responsibility for your unborn child to give them the best life that you can. And if that means you got to sacrifice some things, you got to swallow your pride and say, even if I don't know what's up with your parents or whatever, if you got to swallow your pride and say, I need help. This is what I'm going through over here. Please help me. You're doing it for you. You're doing it for the kid. That's your priority, not this clown. And when you do break up with him, the only thing he can do for you is give you child support. As far as I'm concerned. Because he sure don't love you. He sure don't love you. That isn't love. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't smell like it. That's not love. Love yourself enough to get out. Love your baby enough to get out. Love God enough to trust him to help you to get out. Deuces.